Okay, so today we're cutting out cabinet glass and we're going to do a little arch top pattern on it. I've already done the first one. You can see here's the cutoff portion. I'm going to have my trusty assistant over here film the rest of this. Okay, hold this for a second right here. I want to show how this goes in here. Come over here, please. Show right here. So when I cut the top of this one out already, you can see the pattern's cut. Stay closer. So I already cut the pattern, and I'm going to put this in here just like this. See how it fits perfectly up in here? Can you see that okay?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, that fit in there, and this was the cutoff piece. So the cool thing about this is, I'm going to put this aside. I'm going to put this one aside, and I'll silicone this in perfectly a little bit later so the silicone doesn't even show. And then we're going to take this raw piece of glass, and then we're going to cut this to match the other cabinet door. Stay right on the table. So here's the other one. And so what we want to do first, I've already cleaned the glass, even though the lighting's not the greatest in here. So what I want to do first, remember, just show down here, honey. I'm going to measure the width of this. This is professionally made by a very talented young man, so this will be just fine. We're going to measure this, top and bottom, for the width, and then we're going to deduct about an 1/8 inch, which equals a 1/16 on each side. So then I'm going to set up my square on the glass. I'm going to get my trusty cutter. Then I'm going to cut the glass. I gotta get rid of this stuff. Okay. Now that we know that'll fit, as long as I get it right, I'm going to turn this, and now I'm going to make sure this fits from top to bottom on the width before I cut that top. I don't want to mark the top. There's different ways you can do this. This just happens to be the way I like to do it. I like to pencil them out, trace them out. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a marker and draw directly on the glass about a 1/16 inch away from my pattern cut. Make sure that's recessed all the way into the bottom of the cut down there for on the cabinet door itself. Now I don't really need to mark any more than that because I've already got that pattern piece cut out over there. I just want to make sure I line it up with the top piece. That's my goal of just simply marking that right there. So take this, this, set this here, and then I'm going to take the one I cut already. See this? Can you see that okay? Can you see the cutout?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put this right over the top of it, because this was cut out of the other one. And I'm going to split the line in half because I already made it. Because I know it worked the first time just wonderfully. So then we're going to do this, trace, and then I'm going to cut that piece just like this one. And if all goes well, we'll have another matched piece. Take this out of the way. Now, before you do this cut, you want to make sure that your glass is sitting either, some people like to have it slightly off the edge or just on the edge. I wanted a nice solid surface so that I make contact and there's no bows in the glass. Because how glass breaks is when you bend it in two different directions. So what I want to do now is make sure my cutter is nice and lubricated with some good oil to make a nice smooth cut. And so what we're going to do now is position this right where I can get a good cut on it. Now we're going to cut it. Doesn't exactly work when you have lubricated the cutter head here. You can get over there and film me if you need to, honey. Other direction.
That hurt my ears.
Sorry. So, some people may want to pull from the edge, but I don't want it to split across there, so I'm going to just gently turn it over, and hopefully I won't goof it up. It's already cut, so you want to be real gentle with the glass. This is only 1/8 inch DS glass, so we're just going to touch it like that. And as you can see, that should have done it just like that. See that? So we have another cut just like the other one. Now we don't need those. Now what we want to do now is, you can either take this and you can polish it with sandpaper, you can use a grinder on it, whatever you want to do. I don't recommend you touch it with bare hands because it's still very sharp. But before I clean it up and everything, I just want to make sure it fits in my sash, my frame. So I'm going to put this right in here. Make sure it fits. I don't know if I've got it right way or upside down or downside up. But anyway, there it goes. Fits. And that's how you cut it. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed the video.